it's a responsibility as a smooth, cool interviewer to do what is called a segue. So when you have a guest, ladies and gentlemen, and you're smooth as silk, and you know what your objective is, you can speak in such a manner to where you lead your interviewee into the segue or the red carpet you put out, which is the objective you are trying to obtain, so it doesn't look like it's scripted. Get what I'm saying? You can just come out and just say this, but that's, that it's a better way to do it. It's a cooler way to do it. It's a segue. You roll out the red carpet. In the next segment, this particular interviewer is not smooth. He's showing compassion, look like he's getting ready and sounds like he's getting ready to cry. He feels for her. He's put his emotions into his interview, but he's raggedy. He does what I used to call a jump cut into a particular story or a particular segment. A jump cut. Instead of maybe using something like an empathetic situation with him to where she can, because remember, she's not getting out of there without bringing up Gabby Petito. She's not getting out of there without bringing up the fact that her son is a black man and Gabby Petito is a white girl. The segment is raggedy, but she is not getting out of this interview without this.
Well, I thank you for allowing me to be here. I thank you for this opportunity because I was very frustrated with the fact that Jelani hadn't been getting the coverage. Jelani's been missing for 24 days. And like I said, it seems like the effort to find him has slacked down. And I know about Gabby, the missing girl, and
right.
She's been missing for 2 days and her face is plastered everywhere and the FBI is involved. And I do not understand why Jelani doesn't get that same coverage. Jelani doesn't get that same attention, because just like Gabby is important, and I can sit in this seat and say I know what her mother is feeling like because she wants her child back. I want my child back too. And I want them to look for my child like they're looking for her. He is not a nobody. He is somebody, and I want him to come back home. I want them to give my son the same attention. And it makes me mad because this young white girl is getting that attention, and my young black son is not.
I understand. Boy, Carmen, I wish I had the words, and boy, don't we wish we had some answers or a solution, but I think you getting out there, spreading your message, showing Jelani's face to talk about him wanting to be Dr. Day, that really resonates. I wish I could give you a hug in person, but in the meantime, again, we're sending you all the very best. Thank you.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the objective. Once again, this is not for your entertainment purpose. This is to push a point. This is to drive a narrative. This is to garner ratings. This is to rile up the natives. This is to broadcast the crash of a 747 and not a Volkswagen. The objective was met. Now you see how raggedy he was? He was so emotional and so seemingly distraught, he didn't know how to smoothly roll out the red carpet by letting, because she knew what she's there, she knows what she's there for. So instead of saying something like, well, Carmen, I know some individuals, some friends of mine. I haven't experienced it myself, but I know some friends who've lost sons and daughters to some tragic situations, and they don't really know, who did it, and it's out there. And then she can come in and say, exactly. And that's how I feel about okay, but you see how the jump happened? He just kind of shut off and he says, well, do you have anything else to say? And keeping this in her back pocket, she was like, okay, yeah, I do have one thing to say. And then she pulled that joker out of her back pocket. She pulled the trump card. She pulled the big joker, the guaranteed joker, out of her back pocket. So I am not here to make light. I don't have to tell you this. I really don't even actually know why I'm telling you this, but I'm not here to make any type of light of the situation. This looks like a situation that's not going to turn up good. It's now been 30 days since this young man has been missing. He's a well-to-do, able, strong-looking young man. So, is he held somewhere kidnapped? I guess you would rather have that than him to be deceased, but it's not likely. And it doesn't look like it's going to turn out good. Matter of fact, there is a strong possibility that body that they found will be that of Jelani Day. We don't know. But what I'm trying to bring to you, ladies and gentlemen, is how you have a society of people who want to make this country into a racist bomb, whether it's from the police, whether it's from the government, whether it's from the media. Even white liberals have now sympathized so much to the black community that they even have stronger feelings for something that is a false narrative of how things and how protocols are reached. If you don't understand, as an example, if you don't understand the criteria of how an Amber Alert works and what they need to launch an Amber Alert, then you're going to create in your mind a conclusion, because you're going to try to compare apples to oranges. You're going to try to compare a case of something that happened in another state, which the circumstances are totally different. And just because the end result is the two people are missing, forget about the other 99 and a half things that don't have that have nothing to do with one another. But you're going to just put the end result to say, okay, black man missing, white girl missing. They found her. Now, once again, I'm going to say they did find Gabby Petito. She did have the news coverage, but it didn't do her that much good, did it? Okay? So stop blaming the media in this case on not having the coverage, and that's going to lead to the outcome that you want. You have to understand what is criteria, what is protocol for certain things. And like I said, for this particular situation, we don't know what's going to go down. We don't know what's going to happen. But like I said, I just can't see an able-bodied man disappearing from all the love that is apparent that, his family and loved ones, his mother, his dad had for him. I can't see him just like saying, okay, I'm just going to drop this master's degree I'm going for, and I'm just going to go hide. I'm going to see if they really love me. No, that just don't make a whole lot of sense. Something happened to this young man, and it was probably because of some low-life thugs who had the same skin color as him, because that is the reason why it is going off like it's just typical. He was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. He was watched. Because once again, trust me, ladies and gentlemen, if this was a white man in a pickup truck with overalls and a hat and a gun in the back of his truck, cowboy boots on, a white mask with holes in it, everybody would be out there. CNN, MSNBC, CBS, ABC, NBC, NBC Japan, NBC Germany. There wouldn't be a news outlet spared if that was the case. But since it's not, and it's up in the air, you just wait. Now, on the other hand, if it comes to fruition that it was that guy in the pickup truck, right? Then this will surpass Gabby Petito. Oh, this will pass Gabby Petito. Trust me. If not, it's going to stay on the same level. Because body is already found, just like the same as Gabby Petito. What makes her case so still fascinating is because there is a known guy still at large. Now, whether he's dead or whether he's hiding in South America, Sao Paulo, wherever he is, that's the fascinating part about the story. Half the story is complete, and maybe in this situation it's half complete. This is why one story gets attention and the others don't. We don't have any idea who's seen Jelani Day last. We have no idea to this point, and it's been a month. We knew every second of the day who Gabby Petito was traveling with. So when she came up missing and they separated, obviously, who they gonna go to? So it's not a mystery. You have to understand that. And also understand that really, really fishy funny that the first interview, and I'll reiterate this the last time, the first interview with Carmen Day, the mother, way before the Gabby Petito situation, she was distraught. She was okay with what the Bloomington, Illinois police and detectives were doing. She even said that it's a long shot and there's not a whole lot of information to go on. And she was okay with authorities and the coverage that it got. Because if you look on particular channels, this story is all over the place. And of course, it's got some more, invites and stories since this particular thing happened a couple of days ago. But she was okay with it. She wasn't crying racism. Not until that station called her and paid her a little money and said, look, how do you think your son has been treated compared to now the Gabby Petito situation? Oh, damn, you know what? I was thinking about that. It crossed my mind. It always does. I always notice that when black kids go missing, it's, it's just kind of like pulling teeth, right? We can't get the resources. Nobody knows this. Nobody knows that. But when a white kid goes missing, everybody's on the chase. The news is all there. Oh, you really feel we thought the same thing, Miss Day. Why don't you come down to the station and, let's talk about this. Let's get this out there so maybe we can, up the ante on somebody. Just kind of, just get it out there. Okay, when you want me to come down? Oh, how about tomorrow? We'll let you talk to, some producers and whatnot, and let's just schedule it, come down. We'll prep you. We're not going to throw anything down the plate that you can't see. We'll put 1 down for the fastball, 2 down for the curve, and 3 down for the knuckleball. So you know exactly what's coming. We won't surprise you. Okay. We'll do that. But we're trying to push this out that your son is being treated different. Are you okay with that? Because we're going to ask you that question, or we're going to let you kind of ramble off on your own about that if we don't have an interviewer that has a smooth segue. Oh, I can handle that. Okay, so it's set. It's etched in stone. Be down here tomorrow at 3:30. Okay, that's how it works. The narrative is set. It's agreed upon, in this case by Carmen Day, and it is implemented. And now it's out there. And so now people are seeing this on YouTube. They're seeing this on Instagram. And the comments are flowing like Niagara Falls. I couldn't think of anything else. I didn't want to say Niagara Falls, but it's flowing. We're treated different. What do you expect? She's a young white blonde. This guy was way more well-to-do than Gabby Petito as far as his